Hello, beautiful humans. I wanted to stop in for just a moment to give you kind of a formal walkthrough some of these lovely journals that I've been creating this last wildly busy, beautiful, wonderful week that I have had. I'm actually going to walk through all of them, not some of them. I have been so excited to be creating almost constantly thanks to those who have decided to support small artists this winter and the gift-giving season. All of these journals are made possible because of that, so I have tons of gratitude. I don't usually get batches like this together, so I kind of wanted to take a moment to take a little walk through each of them and show their full glory. So, without further ado, let's get through the walkthrough. Okay, I will start with these two. They're pretty similar in build and in value, so they make a nice little pair. These are not available. They're being shipped off to their home today. Closed with a lovely jasper bead, tucked snugly behind this lovely little stick. I became a little bit obsessed with making stick beads, such as this one right here. You'll see a lot of them in these journals, so this is kind of a way to use a stick. I just got a Dremel and I'm excited about it. Beautiful stitching. This cover was fun to do. I really like this closure clasp. It's really pretty simple. These pages are old and they have character. Old lines, old color lines around here. So there's a nice variety of pages to draw with, to write with, whatever their heart desires. Good old envelope, you know, you gotta have a place to stash your special things. So there's that one. I don't remember if it goes like that. Yeah, cool. And this lovely one, stick bead, Dremel. So this tucks behind here, just unwinds. There's some lovely color here. I painted this. It's nice striped paper, so it has a little bit of like pattern underneath of it. It's quite golden as well. The camera's not picking it up too well. There we go. Yeah, it's beautiful. Same board as this. Can anyone guess what that came from? Everything's recycled, so repurpose something or another. These lovely construction-y kind of pages. I think they're like painter protection paper or whatever. Like for painters instead of plastic, you know. Striped papers, repurposed, lined maybe more so rather than striped. Good old envelope. I really rather like this optical illusion of that striped paper from the front. Yes, so these are pretty similar. Wait. In build and in price. Both off to their home today. I will miss you. Next, I have these two, pretty unlike anything I've done before. These have a very special, very noble purpose. They are going to a friend of mine who is a studying EMT student, I don't know. He has lots of terms that he has to memorize and have handy with him in intense situations, you know, paramedic-y kind of things, EMT kind of things. So he wants a space that he can keep his information solid, secure, somewhere that's a little lighthearted, brings joy to him, you know. Some lovely dashes of bright, beautiful color. Felt really quite appropriate for that. As well as the stickers that I put on each side of one of the book's colors. They will dash little rainbows across when the sun shines on them. Is it this cover? Yeah. That'll make a lovely rainbow on the paper. They're just so bright, but really simple, compact, you know, something easily kept in his pocket, something easily stowed away. I'm sending him with multiple sizes of these rings because letting him feel out what he prefers. I took care with making it so that his whipping out this information was as easy as it could be. These little tabs, I color-coded them to half of the book is yellow, half of the book is orange. Same with this one, half of it's green, half of it's pink. So you can kind of know where things are at eventually. Every 5 pages I put a little tabby thing on it too, so hopefully that helps with finding information quickly. I also really like these note cards instead of the classic either blank or like lined ones. You can kind of dictate what you need to do on the paper, have a little bit of structure, but still mostly freedom. And the back is blank, so do whatever, you know. Close up really simply and really small with this little wrap. I think they'll suit him quite well. I made 2 different ones instead of one gigantic one. He has 100 terms to remember, but this was like absurd, this huge book as one book, and it simply would not fit on a ring, and that was the largest one I could find. So they became 2, and I think it'll work out pretty well. Hopefully these help him through his stressful job, bring a little bit of joy to his day. He said he was gonna maybe show the young kids in the hospital or whatever these things and maybe bring some light to their day as well. So 'twas a joy to create. Thank you, Keegan. Now we have these lovely eclectic journals. I'm playing around with learning how to make soft cover journals that are like interesting and fun and detailed. So that was kind of where this came from. This one is available. This one is going off to its home today. Oopsie. So this lovely little thing closes really tightly, really secure in multiple ways. First, got a lovely little quartz bead here on an ornamental string, wraps around, comes from the top. And then another lovely little bead that wraps around from the opposite direction. And they keep it snug as a bug. This stick added some awesome structure to this page. This can hold a pen or whatever, another stick, a wand, who knows what, a big crystal. There are pockets all over this book. Pocket, 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 pocket. So many pockets. I love it. So you can stash cute little things, you know, like little magical fairy jars holding flower petals or something. It feels very elven with the way I was able to kind of create this like triangular pull over thing. This lovely colored texture wrap yarn bunch. Good old little log bead. I just really enjoy making these things for some reason. I think having an element of nature like so literal, like a stick, is just so magical. And there's like moss on it still. I don't know, I love it. Little lava bead. These things are apparently cool to infuse with essential oil. They hold the scent. Beautiful little tiger's eye and this little earthy ceramic bead. Open her up. You've got exposure to the stitching, which I think is really quite beautiful and inspiring. I added another cover on the inside rather than just keeping it fabric to like add some extra sturdiness. This is a canvas panel, so it can be painted on with acrylic paint. More of that construction-y paper. The edges are colored because I am taking it from giant rolls of paper to small pieces of paper, so I'm painting the edges to be able to tear it. Makes it wet and it makes it pretty at the same time, so tearing is easy and it turns out lovely. Lots of different kinds of paper. Never know what a creative person might need, you know, might be inspired by. Lots of striped paper in all different directions, all different colors, textures. Who knows, you know, strange journals like this inspire me personally, and I feel like the people that are attracted to what I do are inspired by similar things, of course. Good old envelope. Gotta love the envelopes. You never know what you might need to stow away. Yup. So that's just... Oopsie. Oopsie! Bye-bye, fairy bottle. I rather love this journal. It's a little loud, but I think it's quite magical, very creative, very curious, very whimsical. I think whoever receives this will love it deeply. How could you not? So, this is for sale, as I mentioned. I will leave my website and Instagram information in my description. This sweet thing is off to a home today. Off to some little lady or another. This one was the experimentation that came first before that one, so this one's a little crazy, but I think that's why it's fun. Lots of pockets again. This has like a big old pencil or whatever pocket you want to put there. Some more on the back. Pocket right there, pocket in here. This is a pocket. Lots of pockets, lots of texture. Lots of extra string left because if someone so desires to bead it or add a feather to it or who knows what, anyone can do whatever they want, or they can totally trim it off if they so desire. I like to leave the opportunity up to them. Hello, little log bead. So this one, I wanted to leave the stitching exposed. I think it turned out really cute. Which is funny because it's kind of crazy. The average person might be like, what? But that's the kind of thing that I love. Lots of different kinds of paper. Opportunity for an inspiration. This is a fairly quality artist paper right here. This is a thicker paper, good for collaging, if you will. This is good for sketching, dry creating, you know, charcoal, whatnot. More open stitching. So this one's a little wild, and I think that's why it's extra special. I hope whoever receives it, someone's little sister is receiving it, I hope that they love it. It deserves to be loved. Okay, on to the next. Alrighty, now I've got these ones. These are also pretty similar in build and value. I did quite a lot of the same kind of build with this batch. It really just all depends on the materials that I have at the moment and what I can do with them. So this one's pretty simple, pretty flashy and beautiful. It's got a little wraparound with some beads, nothing too crazy. Yeah, this is so like expressive. This little journal is just like, hello! I love it. Same paper, beautifully edged. I just think it's so cute with the colors like that. My goodness, I'm going to take a still. Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah, so this one is actually available. I think it's adorable. Lovely little companion for the pocket, the backpack, whatever. Sorry, this is kind of hard to do with like looking through a camera. Get back there, little buddy. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. I'll do that when I have hands to do it with. So this one, a little bit of a different closure. Same general build, just untuck it. I love this paper. It's like vintage wrapping paper that I stole from my mom's gift box, like gift wrap box a long time ago. I really appreciate how this, like the shapes and like the repetition here kind of mimic that, complement that. Yeah. Beautiful images to color in or whatever, whoever desires. This is nice sketchbook paper here. Good old black paper. Gel pens are awesome for that. That lovely brown paper. Love this. Super simple. This one is also available. And this little cutie, not available, going off to its new home today. Awesome little quartz wraparound. How precious. Hello, little butterfly. That brown ancient paper. Striped papers. That lovely printed mandala paper again. And cute little forest with a little hand offering some love. Nature loves you kind of thing. I just love how pretty and vibrant these colors are. They just feel passionate. Okay, so that's those. And I have 3 more, the grand finale. Da 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 da! These are some of my favorites that came from this batch. Oh my golly goodness gracious. I think all of these are off to their new home today. Reasonably so, right? Ah, I just love these. Okay, I will start with this one. So this is a commission, built pretty similarly to the other ones, but it is much more intentional, much more elaborate and personal to the person. This person seemed like they have such a beautiful, passionate, fiery, colorful, complex, but simple and intricate and appreciative energy and soul. Somewhere between me stalking their social media and the person who commissioned their journal, I was able to pick up on this information. Yeah, I just really love how beautiful this is. I think the person's gonna love it. There's a lot of different textures, a lot of different shapes. I wish I could say different smells. Maybe that'll be a part of what I'm up to in the future. Another good old little log bead. Love it. That awesome holographic paper. So this just wraps around quite simply, securely and snugly. Oh my goodness. And then we open up. Got this lovely golden, colorful, passionate paper. Disco ball mirror. That's fun. Some more of that colorful paper. The person who commissioned this wanted their loved one to have a special place to feel safe, to kind of transmute their feelings, into something beautiful. And any expression is that, of course. So I felt that they could be inspired by so many different mediums of paper. Kind of the same stuff you've seen in some of my other ones with people that I feel like are similarly inspired. If someone seems like they'll appreciate these varieties, I will absolutely include them. And this person also looks like they're an artist, so I wanted to give them lots of different textures and mediums to explore with, play with. That lovely golden, passionate, just color bleeding through paper. That's just how this person feels to me. Infused with much love, much intention, I wrote them a beautiful little letter expressing why I created this the way that I did and who they are in my perspective, and why I put the care into this journal that I did. I'm excited for them to receive it. I think they'll love it. Then I have this beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, this is one of the most wonderful things I've ever created, I think. I love it. I just love it so much. If it weren't for a commission, I might have to keep it. No, that's a joke, kind of. I just love it. I love the different textures and the different shapes, the different colors, the details all over. They're just you just want to feel it. Oh, it's so good. Beautiful shinies. Crystals on there, pretty beads. This crystal right here, it's like a what is it, Swarovski crystal or whatever. It makes rainbows when the sun hits it. Another lovely little log bead as the closure wrap. Pretty minimal one, nothing too chaotic going on here. This is also going to a little sister. Oh my gosh, this corduroy is just so good. The vibrancy of the purple, leaving these strings so that little one may add whatever to if they so desire. A bookmark, yay. So lots of different kinds of paper in here. This is sturdy to be collaged on. This is that lovely old paper with that edging. Got that construction-y paper. Lined paper. It's just so beautiful. I feel like the paint just adds so much to it. Yeah, so this pretty thing has a lot of pages, lots of color, lots of love in it. I hope the person who receives it loves it as much as I do. I think they will. Once again, how could they not? That just tucks under there all snug-like. And voila. Okay, and last, but absolutely not least, this is another one that is a commission, and if it weren't, I might just have to keep it. But I'm very excited for the person to receive this. This is a commission for a friend who has a family member who is studying herbalism, and I too am studying herbalism. So this was really exciting for me to create. It was exciting for me to reflect on what I would want in my own herbal studies book. Apparently this friend has just been kind of jotting what they know onto notes, pieces of paper, and just holding on to them or something. And their loved one was like, I think they'd really appreciate having a special, safe place to keep their information and their knowledge, So that's what's happening here. Lots of that beautiful pink colored paper with the edging. This is an old book that I salvaged, my first time ever doing that. I gutted it and I'm using the border or the cover of it, so that was a lot of fun. Beautiful vintage wrapping paper, which I also stole from my mother's gift wrapping box from back in the day. I think that box is kind of how I became who I am today, among many other things, of course. But yeah, so tons of paper, so the person doesn't have to feel like each page is precious and they need to worry about what they're doing, to just freely flow with their creations. Cute little handmade envelope that I made. Rookie mistake though, they can only put something really flat into it because it doesn't really open the way that an envelope should. But it's cute. And this lovely little butterfly, which will make rainbows when the sun shines on it correctly. The right way, I just love the simplicity and the beauty and the warmth of this. I feel like it's really just a perfect herbal studies book. I really think the person who receives it will be very happy with it. Oh my gosh, wait, how am I not going to show you the spine? This just blew me away. I don't even know what happened here. I was just stitching along, and I did it kind of differently than I normally do, but this wraparound stitching thing going on and this X across it just looks so rad, and I just love it. I just love it, and the way that these just fall perfectly in the spine. I don't know, I just think it turned out so awesome. So this beauty, I will miss you. I did not get to spend enough time with you. You are off to your new home today. Gratitude to the postal service workers, busy little bees. Gratitude to everyone who got a journal from me. I have never had such a busy gift-giving season in all of my days. But thanks to everyone that decided to shop local this year, I have been so busy, so grateful, and so full of love. So with that said, thanks for watching. I so appreciate your time. It has been an absolute joy to be able to do all of this wonder in front of me. If you would like to find my creations on the interwebs. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube handle, Bright Eyed with Wonder. I have another Instagram. It's more art focused rather than life focused, and that handle is just Marley Bright Eyed, Marly Bright Eyed. And then my website, if you so desire to seek out to that, believe it is brighteyedwithwonder.wixsite.com/ wait, shit, no, it's marlybrighteyed.com. No, oh my god, marlybrighteyed.wixsite.com/withwonder. That's what it is. Golly. It's crazy. I'm going to actually buy a URL and become official after the first of the year, I think. Because of this massive project, I've been able to take myself, seriously enough and realize that people really support what I'm doing. So, with that said, much love, much gratitude. I need to package these beauties up so they can go off to the post office today. Thanks for sticking around. Let me know what you think. I would love to see you on the other side, see you on some other social media platforms. Check out my Instagram, check out my website, which I will have a link in the bottom in the description, because that was just a mess. Okay, over and out, family. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful, safe, snuggly, cozy, joy-filled winter season. I wish you all nothing but the best. Over and out.